That's it. We are now live. and
When was
this
it? When would we meet? When's the last time we met?
the last one we did was
it a Monday?
not the Roe versus Wade one, the one before that. Hold on. Oh, the one Flash.
Oh yeah,
That was the last one we did. What's that guy's name? I don't remember the guy's name.
the pedophile.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Anyway, speaking of pedophiles, did you see the article I sent you this morning?
The skateboarder.
Yeah. I
did.
don't understand what's going on here. I don't. Where? So he's 29 years old.
Yeah, his kids.
He's got 3 kids. He's a trans woman, and not only is he skateboarding against women, he's skateboarding against
13-year-olds,
children, women, or little girls.
You know what? Next time, I want to go to my bookie.
Yeah.
And say, listen, my money's on
Yeah.
Richard over here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna dominate.
Yeah. Yeah, my money's on Paul. Now Pauline.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The girl that came in second place was 13. He's 29.
Yeah, she must have been like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, but you know, if her parents are drilling in this bullshit in her head that no, everybody is the same and it doesn't matter. You win some, you lose some, all that bullshit. Then she's probably like, oh, well, maybe next time I'll win. You know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the guy wins $500. I'm assuming second place gets nothing, right?
I think it was $250.
Oh, really? Second place gets $250.
So basically nothing. That's like a gas right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and they asked him if he thought he had any physical advantages, and he's like,
no.
Yeah. He goes, here you go. He goes, look at me. I'm not all like buff or anything. I'm all skinny. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and did you see him skateboard? It's like he's doing all kinds of shit.
He's like Bam Margera.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Relax, Tony Hawk. They're 13 girls.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Even only in New York City and California, they need to like go somewhere. They really do. They need to just.
Dude, I can't wait to get out of here.
It's unbelievable. It's not even. It's just who in their right mind thinks that is okay.
I don't know. Apparently,
I don't know
judges or the people in charge of the contest. Like, okay, yeah, you could do that. That's like Lex Luthor going to fucking fight little kids at some wrestling match.
Yeah, that's like Lex Luthor going to a spelling bee in junior high school. Yeah. Yeah, it would be like Dr. Evil at a spelling bee.
That's like, yeah. All right, this is Superman. He's gonna fight you. We're a 12-year-old girl, but don't worry, he identifies as Superwoman now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter. This whole steel
Don't be
thing.
a bigot.
Yeah. Don't be a transphobe, please. Stop.
Yeah, come on. Grow up, will you?
You don't happen to have kryptonite on you, do you?
When I read that, I thought it was like, okay, maybe it's like just another 13-year-old boy.
No.
But it wasn't. It was a grown man.
A man, 29.
With 3 kids and an ex-wife.
Who had sex with him? What woman wants to reproduce with a guy like that? Well, seriously, like what is
California? So
what is this world fucking coming to? I just don't understand. I don't get it. Like nobody is making sense anymore. Nothing makes sense. Everything is upside down, and it's just
you gotta play make believe with everybody. Yeah, and if you don't, then you're the bad guy. It's like, well, come on.
Yeah, I can't play make believe. I'm sorry, man. That's just,
now it's stuff like that.
No, definitely not.
Like if you want to skateboard against, like, biologically you're a guy, like you're a grown man. And who the fuck? Not to mention that he's a guy, but he's also a grown man,
right?
Against 13-year-olds. I'm like, why is that?
How is that okay?
Like, at least do the same age.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you go to any sport, any hobby, and they usually set it up between men, women, masters, which means you're an old fuck, and juniors, which means you're like under 18 or whatever the hell it is, and they try to make it as fair as possible.
That wasn't fair.
It just doesn't make any, whatever. I don't know.
That 13-year-old girl, like, okay, like, thanks, mom and dad.
Yeah, thanks for shattering my ego. It ain't gonna amount to shit.
I mean, I'm the bigot because I said this ain't fucking fair.
yeah.
I said of balls. And he has 3 kids. He's a family man.
Yeah, I'm a family man.
Because his hair's long and curly. And his name's Richie.
Yeah.
I think it was Richard or something, right?
Yeah,
originally.
Yeah, it's just unreal, man. It's just.
But how could you even like what? Oh yeah, well, I won. Yeah, we like showboating and shit. Like, it's a 13-year-old girl, bro.
Yeah. Do you remember the episode of Seinfeld where Kramer joins karate?
Oh, he beat up all the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you find out later in the episode that he joins kids karate.
Yeah.
He's like karate. It's all a bunch of little kids. That's what it reminded me of.
Didn't they jump him at the end? Like they all ganged up on him?
Yeah, they all beat the shit out of him at the end.
In the alleyway,
yeah, he tries to escape off the fire escape.
Like 6 into the crowd of little kids.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah,
that's what they should do to these people.
They really should. They should fuck. There's no. You know what the West doesn't have anymore? The West doesn't have people that retaliate anymore. Right. Like so like for example, like and it used to. It used to, right? But like, all right. So there was this in Romania. There was this war that happened, right? And the Romanian government wanted to put these refugees from the other country that they were fighting against into this building. In this,
I think it was the Syrian refugees.
You might be right. Yeah, you might be right. And the people didn't want them, and the government said no.
I remember that.
Yeah, and the government said no. We're going to put them there anyway. So before they put them there, the people in the village burnt the fucking building down.
The buildings down.
Yeah, and we don't have that anymore. That's gone.
Nah. It's like, okay, come on.
It's fine, really.
That the state's going bankrupt. And it's like, wow, how is this happening? Why is it happening? Like, where's the money going? Well, it's going to people. Dude, last time I was in the ER, it was people that didn't speak English, and they're in there for like they have I got a sore throat. I stubbed my toe.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
You're sitting here for this, really? Like I could barely fucking walk.
Right. What were you in the ER for?
My lower back, like fucking, I tweaked it at work.
Oh, at work, right? That was
a couple years ago, and I had, dude, I never had it that bad.
Really?
It's like, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's just the way it is. You're right.
Like, I got an ingrown toenail. I bit my fingernail too short. It kind of burns when I squeeze the lemons in my Corona.
Yeah. You know what the greatest thing in the world is now? A MediCenter, man. Like, there's no wait. You walk in, they take your insurance.
What is that? The city MDs or whatever?
Yeah, they're because God forbid you get an appointment with your doctor. It's like, do you ever try to call your doctor when you're sick?
I stopped.
I don't even know how you're a doctor. And they go, no, we're not taking any new patients. The next time you can get an appointment is like in 6 weeks. And I'm like, but I'm sick today. I'm sick now, So the MediCenter, you just walk in and you sign up. They take your insurance, and it's like the best thing.
It's like 20 minutes. It's like got when I fractured my foot at work, I got an X-ray at the city MD.
Yeah, I mean it's fucking great.
It's pretty fractured, pretty bad. I'm like, okay,
really?
We're gonna put it in a boot. I was like, I walked in, I'm gonna walk out.
Yeah, it's fine.
And I went to the orthopedist, which took like 3 days to get an appointment with that guy.
Yeah,
and I had to shop around. I'm like, I'm not driving to Sheepshead Bay to fucking. There's like 4,000 orthopedic in Bay Ridge.
Yeah, but God forbid you can get an appointment. It's unbelievable, man. It really is. It's unreal.
I walked in, it was all old people.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like you're in a wheelchair. Like fucking relax.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Oh shit. Now, what else is in the news?
Well, you talked about Roe v. Wade already.
Yeah, we hit that already.
But we already knew that was going to be a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
We got Amy Schumer, and I found this out yesterday, actually. Amy Schumer, the comedian.
Yeah, you mean the joke robber? The joke thief. Rather.
She's like anti-comedy.
Yeah.
Like she buys the Moonstruck house for $11 million. If it could have been anybody else, and I would have been mad, like, okay, but her of all people, it's like, you don't deserve that house.
No, that is the same neighborhood my parents grew up in. That's Carroll Gardens, or now,
like
or it used to be.
Yeah, I think the address for the house is 19 Cranberry Street. It's online. It's not,
Cranberry Street. They must have changed the names of the fucking streets down there, because that house was in Red Hook, and that's the neighborhood my parents grew up in. And back in the 80s, it was starting to change. It was starting to change. It was a lot, and that neighborhood was all Italian for years and years and years and years, until like the hipsters and the yuppies moved in, and so on and so forth. My grandparents are from there. My great grandparents are from. My grandparents are from there. My parents are from there. Blah 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 blah. And Crazy Joe Gallo was from there. Albert Anastasia was from there.
They're all from down there.
Yeah, they're all from that neighborhood. And then now
they're all buried in Greenwood Cemetery.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And now it's all yuppies and hipsters with no community, no sense of community.
No, nothing.
That's all gone. It's sad. It really is sad. It's all fucking gone. Any sense of community. But even like where I live, like last week, right? I'm the only one on the block with a pool. Okay.
Yeah.
So last week I had a 3-day weekend, and it was really hot, like over the weekend, like really, really hot. So I sent out a bunch of text messages to people that I'm friendly with on the block, come in the pool. I know some of them have kids. I'm like, bring your kids, come in the pool. I know it's hot, blah, blah, blah. One guy took me up on his offer, and he brought his kid over or whatever. I invited the lady across the street with her 2 kids. And then there's a single girl lives across the street. So I invite her, So she texts me back. She goes, I can't hang out. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't hang out? And she goes, you're married. I'm like, and I told her, I was like, I'm inviting everybody to go in the pool. It's 95 degrees out. I'm just trying to be nice. I'm not asking you to.
It's come face topless in my yard.
Fuck is wrong with you? So then I just I never messaged her again after that. I was like, give me a break.
It's coming for the kids.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, hey, he's fucking retarded, but whatever. Anyway.
Well, that was nice of you.
Well, I try, I
wouldn't have done that.
Well, I'm literally
pool. It's fucking. It's the cesspool. It's above ground cesspool. You don't want to go in there. We go in with our own shit.
Yeah, tough shit. You can't go in there. Shit. All right. So Amy Schumer. Not that it matters, because that neighborhood was all yuppies and hipsters anyway. So all that neighborhood is now, like all that downtown Brooklyn is all yuppies, hipsters, liberals. It's all that now. It's
all not fun. It's all. We went down. I guess when it's first, like the beginning of the spring, they got the Brooklyn Crab down there, and I love I love it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
They walk in, it's like, oh, well, you got your vaccine card. I'm like, are we still doing this? I was like, oh, okay.
Give me a break, man.
I got to walk away now.
Yeah, right.
So we went to some dive bar down the block. I forgot the name. It's Sonny's. It's like it's place been there forever.
Right.
But it's all like super hipster. I'm like, this ain't a dive bar anymore. This is like, I'm paying fucking $7 for a fucking Coors Light.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. Shit. Yep. Things changed. It ain't the way it is no more. There's no community. There's no nothing. So it is what it is. It used to be that people used to look out for each other, which is what I try to do, which is why I invited everybody in the pool. Because I remember when I was a kid and I didn't have a pool, and my mother would get a phone call, from the neighbors. It's hot. Let Johnny Boy come in the pool. You know what I mean? And all the kids in the neighborhood would jump into whoever had a pool. And I kind of tried to do that because I know I'm the only one on the block with a pool, but nobody gives a shit. No.
Everyone's like, yeah, I don't want the house.
Yeah, no thanks.
Well, this is my mother's block. My mother's block used to be, because that's my grandmother's block.
Mm.
So my mother grew up on that block.
Right.
And it was, everyone knew everybody.
Right.
When I was a kid. Now it's like nobody even says hello to anybody.
Nobody even talks to
just our immediate neighbors.
Yeah, right. Like right next door to you. Other than that,
we have to fucking deal with them.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. You used to sit outside for hours.
And bullshit.
And in the night, just shooting the shit, bullshitting, talking. You knew the whole block. You know, you couldn't go. You couldn't. Your mother knew exactly where you were because she would get a phone call from Mary around the corner telling you that your son is over here doing this. You know.
Raising hell. Get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not anymore. But anyway. All right, what's next? What else we got?
We got Ghislaine Maxwell. She got sentenced to 20 years.
All right, who is that? Because you told me that.
That's the...
You got to explain that to me.
That's... What's his face's like partner.
Oh.
The guy who fucking supposedly killed himself in federal prison.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
His name.
Okay.
But they had that UFC fighter. This black kid comes on. He's like, Ghislaine Maxwell just got sentenced 20 years. He's like, where's that list? Where's her client?
Yeah. Right.
Like she supplied the underage kids.
Right.
But where's everyone that was,
No, nobody. That ain't coming out.
And everyone's like, hey, what are you talking about?
I don't know what you mean. I have no idea. It's just unbelievable, man.
Dude, it's so fucking.
And I would love to know what kind of prison she's going to. You know what I mean? Like,
it's probably a work camp.
Yeah,
I would love if she's even in one, because I'm sure they say, who knows what they tell the public anymore? It's like,
yeah, I know.
The more with the government, it's like they locked up for lying to the FBI or lying to Congress or whatever it was for insider trading,
right?
And then the FBI lied when they're trying to lock Trump up. And the FBI was like one lie after another, and they're like, "Well, no, we were misled. We thought we would tell the truth." It's like, shut the fuck up. You know exactly what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable. It really is. All right, so she's doing 20 years. Okay, so she's doing 20 years. Who knows how long she's going to actually serve? Who knows what kind of fucking prison it is? Remember at the end of Wolf of Wall Street when he goes to prison and he goes, "I forgot I was rich," and he's playing tennis in prison?
Yeah.
That's how I picture it, to be honest with you.
Well, federal prisons, I mean, your freedom's your freedom. Once you lose that, no matter where you are or how good you have it, it's still your freedom. Like,
right. Yeah.
But I'm sure she's not going to have any. They should put her in a state prison.
Yeah.
Everybody else, with all the other riffraff like you and I.
Yeah. Maybe there'll be a trans man that'll get her pregnant. Trans woman.
Hey, what's up? He used to be Albert, but now I'm I'm Josephine.
Yeah. Now I'm Flo.
Yeah. He used to call me Bruce.
Yeah. He used to call me Bruce. Now it's Caitlin.
Yeah. Now it's Monica.
Yeah, go figure. Oh shit.
I know. I still got my penis and my testicles. Don't worry. In my mind, I'm a female.
Yeah. But I still get erect when you touch me for some reason. I don't.
I'm still into chicks.
Yeah. I'm a girl who's still into chicks. Yeah,
I'm a lesbian now.
Yeah. What else?
They had this guy walking around. I guess it was Union Square, like 14th Street area, like in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked like, they're all protesting after Roe v. Wade, and he looked like a typical liberal, like nerdy guy, glasses.
Yeah.
She's like, how do you feel about this? And blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, it's my body, my choice, blah, blah, blah. He's like, what about the mandates for the vaccine?
Oh, God, yeah.
They just, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, no.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, yeah. They like to throw grape out there, right? And they like to throw incest. And they like to throw if the life of the mother is in jeopardy.
Well, certain things I understand.
Right.
Yes.
But you so just for an example, some states when you go get a shmushmortion, certain states you have to fill out paperwork and say why. So one of those states is Florida. Some states you don't. Some states you just walk in, like California and New York, and right. So in 2021, there were around 80,000 shmushmortions in Florida, right? grape, incest, disfiguration of the baby, and the health and wellness of the mother in jeopardy was about 800. So it's less than 1% of the actual. Everybody else is oops.
Yeah, well, I can't do this.
Yeah,
I like the guy. I liked him last night. Fuck
yeah. yeah, exactly.
Well, they had in Ohio, there was a 10-year-old girl who was like 6 weeks pregnant.
Wow.
And I saw this morning. And I'm looking at my Instagram, and everyone's posting like, "Oh, well, Republican Ohio, they wanted this 10-year-old girl who got raped get an abortion." I'm like, well, hold on. You're worried about the abortion. Who the fuck is raping 10-year-olds? That's
exactly.
the key thing.
Yeah, right.
Like, don't. Right. Like, okay, I'm sure the parents will figure it out.
Right, and you can have, and most states have exceptions like that. When it's extreme, they'll have exceptions. But they, it's like the left side of the aisle is still the ones that want to let rapists out after 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't do it again. They learned that lesson.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Forget it.
But they politicized the fuck like they do with the school shootings. They politicized it.
Yeah.
So they politicized a 10-year-old getting raped. So she can't get an abortion. She can't get an abortion. She can't do it. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. First of all,
I'm sure the parents aren't worried about the abortion. I'm sure they're worried about who fucked my daughter.
Yeah. Right.
What the fuck? You had all these people. It's and people I know too, like posting like, and it was the same tweet that was copy and pasted probably over 1,000 times.
The large majority of states are going to make exceptions for extreme cases such as grape and incest and so on and so forth. But it's just you're taking the minor, the less than 1%, and you're making it the whole argument, which is just not the case.
That's like saying they were gun violence.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, it's just not the case. It's. I think the majority of women that make $47,000 a year or more have a 32% chance of aborting their kid. So a third of them will actually abort their kid because they don't want to jeopardize their career.
Listen, there's
it's like, but why don't you try birth control? Why don't you, morning after pill? What,
But I see a lot too. The vasectomy means, get a vasectomy. I'm not fucking murdering anything though.
Women are the ones that have to let you in. They're the ones that have to say okay.
Yeah, unless it's rape. Grape.
Unless it's grape drink. Unless it's grape drink. But it's like there's no accountability whatsoever. Zero.
Listen, my whole thing, I never cared about Schwarzman before.
Yeah.
But my whole thing was always like, all right, if it's early enough, take care of it. Don't wait up to birth to say, you know what, it's not working out. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, right.
It's not now. It's
Yeah, it's unbelievable because it's like, do you know that major Fortune 500 companies now, like Amazon, Starbucks, Morgan Stanley, it's in their benefits package that if you are in a state that doesn't allow you schmushmortion, they will pay for you to go out of state. Yeah, get a schmushmortion.
Or some shit.
Yeah, and then you come back to work because it costs less for them to do that than have you go out on parental leave and then have to hire somebody else and so on and so forth.
Yeah, well, God bless America, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever.
They I think it was Dick's Sporting Goods.
Right.
I'm like, that's pretty much like Modell's, basically.
Cox Sporting Goods. Oh.
Yeah, Cox Sporting Goods.
Yeah. Oh.
Big veiny Cox Sporting Goods. Like they came out with a statement like, oh, we're going to pay, we'll give you up to $4,000 to go get an schmorshman if you want one. And I'm like, I'm reading, I'm like, why would that, like, really?
Yeah.
Like, I'll say, okay, I'll go get one. I'll get the morning after pill for $40. Say, where's my $4,000?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just.
You said you're gonna pay me. I'm just fucking.
And any guy, listen, unless you're a girl that's just banging around. I mean, most of the time the guys are going to pay for it anyway, right?
I always did.
Yeah. Well, how many did you pay for?
I would have like 6 fucking.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I would have had a bunch of NBA first draft picks.
Yeah, you're a fucking beast.
I do want. Yeah, I mean, I will. I mean, that's why I'm not against. I'm not against. I'm not for it. But it's like,
yeah.
For me, I was always, except for one situation where I was like, "Hey, listen, can't take care of that, right?" But it was so like, it was like within weeks. Right. It wasn't like she was like out to here.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, well, what was that fucking? I see 4 sets of hands in there. Like,
yeah.
Come on, we gotta take a ride.
Yeah.
But no, if it was like if anyone wanted to actually keep it, I would have said, all right, let's do it. That's fucking. It is what it is.
Didn't that bother you that out of the 6, not one girl wanted to keep it? They're like, ugh.
Wow, also.
I really don't want to produce this guy's DNA.
18, 19, yeah,
I really don't want to reproduce.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You're positive? Take one look up. Yes.
Yeah. We're good. Please do me a favor.
Yeah, just shut your mouth. All right. Yeah. Okay, all right. I'm driving there.
Yeah.
Let me put the radio on.
What song were you listening to?
I don't know. This is like the early 2000s.
I had the time of my life.
The Macarena.
What'd you say?
The Macarena.
The Macarena.
Come on, cheer up, will you? Give him the 450, whatever it cost at the time.
Come on, it could have been worse. Did you ever like?
Well, I had one girl once tell me she wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
And it was a toxic situation. I'm like,
oof, yeah. I had 2 girls tell me that they were pregnant, but both of the times they were lying. Both times they were lying.
Oh.
Yeah. And they were just trying to get me back because I left them.
Wow.
One girl, it was ridiculous. It was like last time I had sex, she was 6 weeks ago. Like, give me a fucking break, Yeah, but it was bullshit. One girl called me up in the middle of the night. It was like midnight, and I had just broken up with her. And she's like, John, I tested positive. I took a home pregnancy test, and I'm pregnant.
Oh.
So I knew right away what she was doing. So I said, okay. I said, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to buy a test. I'm going to buy a pregnancy test tomorrow. I'm going to come to your house, and you're going to take the test in front of me. And if you are pregnant, we'll deal with it. I said, if you are not, then I'm never speaking to you again. She goes, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I said, all right. 10 minutes later, she calls me back, and she goes, you know what? I'm just going to take care of it. Really? You made up your mind in 10 minutes, huh? That was quick.
Well took.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
See, girls are crazy like that, though. But then you have guys that get these, get women pregnant, and who they're genuinely into the female.
Yeah.
And if push came to shove, they would say, you know what? I'll
take care of it.
I'll do it. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't even tell the guy. And then if they tell the guy after the fact, and it's like, hey, you just fucked this guy up emotionally all over again.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a lose-lose for everybody. I mean, it's. But listen, man, tell me that it's it's not life after a certain amount of months.
So listen, the older I get, the more I truly believe that the traditional ways are the best ways. You get married, you have kids, you have both parents. But that if I don't have kids, or if I had kids, that's how I would raise them, because that seems to be the best way to raise children. So
Yeah.
what do I know?
Both parents.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially young boys, they need a father in their life.
Yeah.
Like they need an active father.
Yeah.
Not just some fucking.
Not some Momo, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, oh, isn't that my kid?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of guys like that. There's a lot of guys that are just the sperm in the wallet. You know.
Yeah, I know guys like that. It's like,
oh yeah, me too. It's unbelievable.
You got a fucking kid, like that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing that you actually ejaculated. Yeah.
Yeah, go take care of your kid.
What else we got? Anything else in the news?
We got. Did I tell you about all these fires going on in the city?
No.
The lithium batteries, with the e-bikes and the e-scooters and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like always like 2, 3, 4 alarm fires because
really
there was one that was like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
It was on 7th Avenue and 63rd or 64th Street, right in Brooklyn. And it was like the fire department was dragging out like a fucking mountain of just like batteries.
Really?
Because they're all dead. That's why all these big fires happen.
Jesus Christ!
So I'm like, why are they like? How stupid are you? Like, you can't. You must read the. You can't be that dumb to where you don't know what's going on. To that it's in the news all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, all these big fires are because of that. Because these people, they plug them in. They must have been plugged in for 14 hours.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
They warm up.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I didn't know that, but if it's a lithium battery, if you keep it plugged in for charging for too many hours, I guess you can heat up and catch on fire.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, if it's a lithium battery, you don't have to keep it. That's the whole reason why people spend the extra money to get a lithium battery, is so that you don't have to keep it plugged in all the time.
If you do, keep an eye on it. Yeah,
because I have a bike, Harley Davidson, right? Yeah. And I don't have a lithium battery. I have a regular motorcycle battery, and I have a trickle charger, and I have to keep that plugged in all the time. But if you have a lithium battery, you don't have to keep it. You can keep it plugged in like an hour or whatever, and and it's ready to go. And that's why they're so much more expensive, because you don't have to bother with the charger very much. Yeah. Whatever. I don't know. But you're right. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I was reading that the other day. It was like all the fires in recent months.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are pretty big fires. And
yeah.
The main cause was the lithium batteries were pretty much getting overheated and blown up.
So what else we got? We got R. Kelly doing 30 years.
Oh yeah, he's doing 30 years. He's trying to get out of prison because of COVID.
What?
Yeah, he's like, I'm scared of COVID. Like, you're vaccinated. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
But oh my God. He talk about a waste of talent.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh.
It's like, why would you go fuck little kids?
Here's what I don't understand. He likes 16-year-old girls. Is there a major difference between 16 and 18? No, there's not. So
18 is still young.
Yeah, but at least it's not illegal. So go after 18. Why do you have to go after 15? I don't get it. There's literally no difference in the two, and it's just.
Why?
You think he's going to be forced to sing any of his hit songs when he's in prison?
I'm sure he will.
It's that high note when Bubba fucking rams him in the back.
Yeah. He's gonna. Well, he'll be in protective custody. He won't be with general population.
See, that's what I'm talking about, son. They need to throw him in there with the
everybody.
The
regular fucking
with Gen Pop. He needs to go in there with Gen Pop.
Then fucking gangbangers.
Mm-hmm. Everybody get toot toot. Everybody get beep beep. I didn't want this.
But he did that interview and he fucking flipped out.
No, what was that?
When was that? Fucking this man. And he stood up, flipped his chair over. It was right before, I guess, I don't know, maybe right around the beginning when his trial started.
Mm-hmm.
And he must have thought he was going to get off with it. Because Bill Cosby was just getting out because they released him for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's always the left side of the aisle that's like, no, let Bill Cosby out. It's fine. So 700 women came forward saying that.
He fucking drug me and raped me.
Yeah, but who cares? He's Bill Cosby, you know.
Want a Jello shot?
I don't think that's what you were selling, Bill. Yeah, that's what I'm selling today.
But he's another one. Like, wow. What was Harvey Weinstein? Like, all these guys. And, like, people must have known that was going on.
Oh, had to, bro.
Like, regular people.
Yeah, even the R. Kelly thing. Even his whole crew had to know that he was into 15,
this guy's banging a fucking high school girl. Like,
yeah.
No one put a stop to it. Everyone's like,
as long as the money train is coming in, they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Got all day slowed down. Like, no, fuck that.
Right.
Okay, so rape people.
Yeah.
Used to be on them.
Yeah. You know what I really think? I think that these guys get girls so easily that it gets boring. And they have to continuously push the envelope to make it exciting.
You need a challenge.
Yeah. Remember when Oscar De La Hoya, they found the pictures of him in like women's
lingerie?
Yeah.
With his gloves on. He's like,
right. He was gloves and high heels and everything. I really think like,
what is this guy doing?
Like to us, it's like, it's like you just any girl gives us attention and you're like, whoa, okay, it's like, but with those guys, it comes so easy. It's like,
let's try something new.
Yeah, why don't you kick me in the balls and poke me in the eye?
Yeah, why don't you stick a fucking number 2 pencil down my pee hole?
Yeah, that really turns me on. Come on,
see what happens. Get that big pen over there.
Yeah, get your cell phone and shove it up my ass and make sure it's on vibrate.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Get you. I don't know. They.
Because if you're Bill Cosby, do you really have to drug anybody seriously? Like, do you really have to?
I don't know why. Yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe he was into that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, all you got to do is say I'm Bill Cosby. You don't even have to say
There's a thing called make believe. Like, make believe.
Yeah.
I put some fucking drugs in this Jello shot I'm about to give you. By the way, buy Jello brand because
Jello pudding pops. Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. Buy a Jello pudding pop.
I picture him with a Jello pudding pop, putting like with a broken up fucking roofie, and doing like a chicken cutlet. Just fucking. Yeah, take this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wake up 9 days later. Fucking asshole's bleeding.
9 days later, they're filled with pudding pops.
Bill Cosby, come.
They got nothing but those wooden sticks in them.
Yeah, with the joke on one end and the answer on the other.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You gotta eat the pop to get the answer. That's right. The punchline. Yeah, that's right. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah. That'd be funny if the doctor, every time the doctor removed one, he would say the joke.
Oh, okay. Well,
why did the chicken cross?
Look at that escargot.
Oh, yeah. He's just like this. He's like, we got the answer.
Wait, hold on, let me finish reading it.
Yeah.
What is? You think he saw us Rex?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Well, the same thing with that guy. I saw something. Someone mentioned him in the podcast, and then I saw something. Someone else mentioned about him. The guy Dan Belzarin.
Oh, the millionaire dude, the young millionaire kid.
The poker kid.
Who pays all the girls to hang out with him, yeah.
And I'm like, this guy definitely fucking, once he runs out of money and he gets older, it's going to be like another fucking Bill Cosby, R. Kelly thing.
Yeah, I don't know how much he's worth. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. Because if that's the case, then you're going to run out of money. If because there are people that are so wealthy they'll never run out of money. Like like the grandchildren of Johnson and Johnson, or the great grandchildren of Johnson and Johnson. But then there are people that just kind of like have a hip hop record and they're worth a couple of million, and
they blow that money on the fucking
whatever.
Back.
Yeah, right, exactly, and that's really it. But big difference. Do you remember that? Speaking of people that never run out of money, there was a movie based on a true story where this guy, I forgot who it was. Oh, the DuPont, the great grandson of the DuPont family, and he would actually finance collegiate wrestling because there was no money in it, but he actually he really liked collegiate wrestlers, like he was into them,
A collegiate wrestler.
Yeah, and he would actually finance their training and uniforms, and some of them went to the Olympics and so on and so forth. No, you don't remember that at all? But then he was like real weird and shit, and
they usually are.
Yeah, it's fucking strange.
It's not, you know what? Like if my father, let's say, hit like the fucking, I don't know, like struck oil somewhere.
Yeah.
Bay Ridge.
Yeah.
And became like this like multi-billionaire. And then I come along and I'm raised in that lifestyle.
Oh.
I'm going to be a weirdo.
You're going to be a disaster.
I'm going to be like fucking Zach Galifianakis in fucking
Hangover. Yeah, that's right. You're going to be a fucking
weird
dude.
Can't go by schools. I can't,
Yeah.
Because that's what money does to people. The first thing people lose when they get money, and I noticed this. Throughout the years, I used to work with this old black guy. And I remember him telling me, he was like, listen, the first thing people lose when they get money is their mind.
Yeah.
And I'm watching like all these like shit unfold. I'm like, oh my God, fucking Randy was right.
No, it's true. And they think they can get away with anything because a lot of times they do. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're a celebrity or whatnot, right, and you got a shit ton of money and you get pulled over, right? You could be, you just be like, oh shit, it's so and so. Okay, keep going.
Well, Nancy Pelosi's husband got the DWI out in California, up in Napa Valley, wherever it was.
Yeah.
That got squashed.
Yeah.
They threw it away. I'm like,
yeah, you never have to pay for anything, even though you have all the money, because they just want you to eat at their restaurant or drink at their club or whatever the case is.
Well, they have what is it? The Grammys or the Oscars, whatever it is. Any of those award shows, they get the gift basket they get. It's worth like $500,000.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous. Like, and they're fucking big.
Yeah.
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, it's I remember as a kid, and you used to go to the nightclubs in the city and whatnot, and you have to wait online if you weren't on the guest list and all this shit.
Yeah.
And then the celebrities would walk right in. You remember the Palladium and the Roxy and the Tunnel and all that shit. And it's like, but they have the money to pay. Why can't they at least?
Well, that's the clubs. The clubs
yeah.
are like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was
so-and-so's here. They'll promote that. Like, oh,
right.
Came here. Richard Grieco.
Right, and they used to purposely keep the line long outside, so that people would see that, oh, this place is packed.
You go inside,
it was fucking empty. Yeah. It was
what's the reason for this?
Yeah, I wasn't really. I hated the city clubs, man. It was just everybody was like, I wasn't a big druggie, and everybody was on it. Everybody was on ecstasy back then. And Special K, remember that shit? The cat tranquilizer. Everybody was on that shit, man. And they'd be drinking.
I never did that. I got into fucking. I'm more along. I never got into weed either, but I did. It was.
Well, no, listen. You try everything. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I was just never really got into it. I was just. You know what it was? I never liked being out of control. I never liked the idea of.
You couldn't handle. Yeah.
And there were times that happened. And my friends had to carry me home, and shit like that. Yeah, it's I know. Believe me, it has because, like I said, you try everything. I mean, there was this one night I was in Bay Ridge actually, and I got so fucked up. My two friends had to carry me into my house. How old could I have been? In my 20s or whatever, And my mother woke up, and everybody woke up, and it was like, and I woke up the next morning, and I was in my clothes, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Holy shit!
How'd I get here? I thought I was
I don't remember any of it at all. But
I went from in like 2000. I was like 23, 22, and I never smoked. I smoked weed once before that.
Mm-hmm.
But someone was like, "Oh, let's try fucking PCP."
I'm like, sure.
All right. It smells pretty good. Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah.
I did that for like 3 years.
Really?
It was just so fucking. What a fucking high that was.
I never tried that. I tried.
It's immediate.
Oh,
like
really?
It doesn't take time to fucking get the system. As soon as you inhale, it's like, wow.
Isn't it like something like embalming fluid or something like that? Yeah. Is that what it is?
Phencyclidine or phencyclidine.
Yeah, I never tried that. I remember I had friends that tried it. I never tried it, but I tried the 3 basics: weed, coke, and then at the time ecstasy was big. But I never got into like a habit of it. I never just. I guess I don't have an addictive personality. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
You know.
But
yeah,
weed didn't agree with me. I did that. I could literally count that on one hand. The amount of times I did that. But then with the blow, it was like that shit for like fucking 15 years. I'm like,
forever. Yeah,
this is great.
Yeah.
But now I haven't done it. I haven't done it since like January. Because now it's
January.
It's all garbage. It's all. I'm not trying to do a line of fucking. What is that? Fentanyl.
Pink Peruvian. Oh yeah, that's bad. That's right. So I
was like, I'm not doing that. So now I do it. I just drink beer.
That's it. I don't blame you. Me too. I have an occasional drink when I'm not working or whatever, or when I'm home or whatever. That's it, man. I think that's what happens when you get older. Excuse me, man. Sorry. I think that's what happens when you get older, man. I was just like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I'm home doing nothing. I was watching TV. I was drinking. What was I drinking? Dead Rabbit's Irish whiskey.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't drink liquor.
So somebody brought it over my house, and I had it, and I never opened it, and I was like, let me give it a shot. And I was just sipping it all night, and I don't even remember going to bed because I was like,
whiskey up you sleep.
Yeah, exactly. But
that's my thing is, which is thank God I don't have. I'll take a shot here and there, but like my go-to is, give me a beer.
Yeah, right. All right. We gotta do it again make sure it's on Friday.
Yeah, hopefully something good happens this week.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully somebody blows up or something blows up or something happens. Somebody gets assassinated or some shit.
Oh, did you see Ben Stiller was in fucking Ukraine with Zelensky?
Really?
Yeah, he was out there and he gave like some fucking public service announcement. He's like, yeah, I'm out here in fucking Ukraine. It's a war zone. He's walking around like it was one of his movies.
But out of all people, why Ben Stiller? What the hell does he have to do with it?
I don't know.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is like you have a false sense of importance. You're a comedian. What the fuck?
Yeah. He's out there taking pictures with the president of Ukraine, and they're both agreeing to it. I'm like, this guy. And then they had on, what's his face? Acosta? Whatever that reporter's name is.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who works for CNN, I think, or MSNBC.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had the two. They were the two most dangerous fighter pilots from Ukraine. He had them in fucking New York or DC somewhere on his studio. I'm like, this was a fucking joke. U2's doing a concert over there. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Oh, this is all bullshit. This is another fucking. They're shoving it right up our fucking ass.
Yeah, I think so too.
This is what you got to worry about now. That's all that is.
I don't get it, but all right, man. Listen, have a good 4th of July. You got any plans for tomorrow?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Fireworks I gotta fucking get rid of.
I'll be at my cousin's house tomorrow in Staten Island. That's about it.
Oh, we'll pass that out.
Where is he? Springville, I think. I want to say Springville.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I think they want.
By the mall or by the bridge?
It's by the mall. Yeah, it's by the mall.
Yeah. By the mall, by the bridge.
Yeah. Then you got to figure out what bridge. But anyway, let's try to get it. Let's try to get it in this Friday right after work.
Yeah, we can do that.
If we can, all right? As long as neither one of us is stuck at work.
Yeah, see how the fucking weather is too, because it's been hot and hot days. I want to get out of work and I just want to do nothing.
Yeah, tell me about it. All right, brother. Have a good 4th of July, man.
All right, too, Johnny. I'll talk